always been committed to doing right by our customers.
The state's top prosecutor is suing a Louisville-based moving company for stealing from customers. And tonight, the owners of the business are denying those claims. This is Wave News at 11. I'm Alina Noakes. Jose is off tonight. Kentucky's Attorney General took action against Margaret's Moving and Storage, claiming the company has been stealing from its customers. Wave News reporter Logan Perrone has been working for weeks on this story and the issues customers have reported. Logan.
Yeah, Alina, the lawsuit filed today seeks to collect civil penalties for several victims, claiming items have been lost or damaged after receiving services from Margaret's movers. Dozens of records I was provided through an open records request were also included in the 150-page lawsuit, which documents more than a decade of complaints against the company. Margaret's Movers has been in business in Louisville for 21 years. On Tuesday, Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman moved to take legal action against the company. A lawsuit filed claims Margaret's Movers failed to return items to customers and failed to reveal where the items were being stored. It also says the company hasn't had the required state certification since 2015.
Margaret's Moving and Storage is aware of the Attorney General's filing. We respectfully disagree with the allegations. Our company has proudly served the Kentucky families for years.
Margaret and Stormy Weathers are co-owners of the company. They say the claims made by a handful of customers don't reflect the full truth or how they run their business.
Things can be spun in any direction that the speaker wants them to be, so I would be careful with what you believe.
An open records request granted by the AG's office to us in July details those complaints over the last 10 years. Thousands of dollars of belongings going missing. Damage to property, all dating as far back as 2015. I talked with two victims over the phone. Both declined on-camera interviews and asked we not name them to protect their identities. One of them, a man who used Margaret's Moving and Storage in 2013, writes in a statement to Wave, "We are glad to see, over a decade later, that the Attorney General is pursuing vindication for all those impacted by her culpable behavior." The Weathers call the claims disappointing. They believe the company and their name will be cleared of any wrongdoing.
I believe we'll be exonerated because I think everything comes to light.
One of the victim's attorneys tells me that they have no comment at this time. They are still in litigation. The Weathers say they are cooperating with Attorney General Coleman's investigation. We reached out to his office for a comment and are expecting a response tomorrow.
Well, Logan, the lawsuit seeks to keep them from doing business in the future. What happens in the meantime?
Well, Alina, in the meantime, we're going to see what the Franklin County judge put in place today. He granted the AG's request for a temporary restraining order against Margaret's Movers. So what that does is it does several things. It's going to stop them from conducting new business in the state of Kentucky. They can also not request, demand, or receive any additional money from their current customers.
Well, what else were we able to find out about the company?
So I was actually able to dig into some court records, and not only were there a handful of other complaints here in the city of Louisville, but the records show that they actually filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2021, and in that filing it said that they had owed more than $25,000 to the owners of a storage facility that they had rented on West Hill Street, as well as $700,000 to U of L over a sponsorship claim, but we'll continue to keep an eye on that.
All right, thanks so much, Logan. We'll definitely keep an eye on it.